Hey, Dennis K here with Belize Islands Real Estate. Hey, listen, I just want to tell you a few things about my change of heart or my change of mind regarding mainland properties. And I think a lot of this stems from us moving here back in 2003. So remember, we moved to Belize in 2003. My wife and I were born and raised in Michigan, and she always wanted to live a different type of life. I didn't. I never wanted to leave the United States, but she convinced me to give it a try, and I'm so glad she did because of moving to Belize, it's opened up so many opportunities for us. But anyways, I digress. Why have I had a change of heart regarding the mainland of Belize? I've always been very bullish on Ambergris Caye, and I still am. That's where most of our holdings are. That's where still the majority of our clients want to be for obvious reasons. It's a beautiful island. The snorkeling, the diving, the fishing, all that kind of good stuff. But I was talking to a developer here on the mainland who owns some of the best hotels here in Belize. And he said, Dennis, he goes, things have changed since you moved here in 2003. The mainland isn't the same mainland as it was before. There are opportunities here. There are beautiful, clean, safe areas that are close to having services and amenities. And he says, back when you moved here in 2003, this part of Belize was still like the Wild Wild West. I mean, it was raw and it was really rough around the edges. And what I used to tell people is this. I said, look, I can sell you all sorts of land in Belize for, X dollars an acre. And in 50 years, it's still going to be worth exactly what you paid for it, because nothing is happening in the area to drive up property values because they were just so isolated, right? You couldn't get to them. You couldn't build on them. And there's still a lot of areas like that. So if you're on different websites, scouring websites, looking at lots only based on price, you got to ask yourself a lot of questions. Why are they so cheap? And do they have access? Will they have access ever in our lifetime? Do they flood? All right. All that kind of good stuff. You got to find those things out. And what I like now about, how Israel and I are starting to approach our investments on the mainland is, first of all, we look for clean, safe, pristine areas where people actually want to be. For example, here in Caves Branch, I'm surrounded by jungle, and we've been here now for a week. Not a single mosquito bite. All right. No bugs. It's absolutely pristine. We have the full use and enjoyment of the river here. And from where I'm standing, all the way to Belmopan takes about 25 minutes. But in 5 minutes, I can be to the village of Franks Eddy, which has great restaurants, cafes, grocery stores, hardware stores. So it's very close to civilization. Has road access, right? We're part of a little gated community here. So access to this entire area of about 1,000 acres or more is only accessible through a private gate, all right, on paved road. And so when I look at all that, like, okay, you know what? Pristine, beautiful jungle, things to do. Cave tubing is in the area. Zip lining is in the area. Close to Belmopan. Belmopan has, good medical care with the hospitals. It has the U.S. Embassy there. It has a beautiful market. Get anything you want there. Fruits, vegetables, clothes, new clothes, old clothes, pots, pans, Tupperware, all that kind of good stuff. And I get it now, and I've changed my mind. But this particular developer reminded me that if I would have gotten this game 2003, wasn't the same game back then, right? So right now, I'm still a big believer of Secret Beach, Palmyra Woods, Grand Belize Estates, West Key, Mahogany Bay, all that kind of good stuff. Oh, got my drone guy up in the air. But more and more, I want to offer my clients the option to enjoy jungle property like this, riverfront property on the mainland, which, by the way, is 10 times cheaper than what you find on the islands of Belize. In the islands, properties tend to be a lot smaller because they're island properties, and a lot more expensive because they're island properties. Whereas here, in these jungles, you're looking at buying right now, at least at the time I'm making this video, you can buy full acre jungle properties for around $30,000 to $40,000 US with financing. Now, I don't know how long those prices are going to be like that, because I do think with more and more people finding out about the mainland and wanting to come down here, prices are going to jump up. But as of right now, 30 to 40 grand for an acre of jungle property. Hasn't been clear cut, isn't scrubby. It's full on lush tropical jungle. So listen, if you want to know more, put your comments in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And hey, let me know, are you an island person or are you a mainland person? What appeals to you more, the island life or the jungle life? Put it below and hope to hear from you soon.